Hi everyone, a very good evening and welcome to today's live session. This is Gayatri here. So today we are going to be looking at the reasoning ability section for the IBPS Clerk's mains examination, which is coming up next week. I see a lot of you have already joined the session. So hi all of you, welcome to the session. I hope all of you would have taken the last week's All India mock examination. So tell me, how was the reasoning ability section in the paper? Was it easy? Was it moderate? Was it difficult? There were quite a few puzzles or arrangements, assignments, right? So quite a few of them in the paper. You had a few questions on syllogisms. Other than that, you had a few questions on syllogisms, some questions on data sufficiency and directions, right? But the rest of the paper was full of arrangements and assignments. So there were a few puzzles which were very easy, like for example, there was an assignment a question wherein they had mentioned the name of bikes, right? Honda, Bajaj, and which floor each. I think it was a box. If I remember, it is some voucher which is kept in boxes and it is kept one on top of another. One question of that sort. It was very, very easy. That was a mark scoring question. You should have got it correct in the examination if you had taken it last week. Then next there was a question on two set of questions on blood relations, wherein you had to draw the family tree and get the answer. Both those were moderate. One was easy actually. The other one was moderate. There was a small typo error there in that. We'll discuss that today in the session. Other than that, there was one set on linear arrangement, okay, wherein they had given a different name of 8 persons and the place where they belong to, and also I think their age, okay. So that was moderate. Again, that was not very easy. It would have definitely taken a little more time, okay, to solve. Then there were 2 sets on directions. Both of them were fairly easy. If you had got the directions diagram correct, you would have got the answer correctly. Then questions on data sufficiency was fairly easy. You should have definitely attempted those questions. You would have got them correct as well. And questions on syllogisms was also mark scoring this time in the question paper. Then there was one question, okay, one assignment question wherein they had mentioned about students paying fees and their roll number. So that was one set which I felt was very time consuming, because the number of possibilities that you got, like when you solve, right, the number of possibilities that you get is very high. So you'll have to try out all the possibilities to arrive at the answer. So doing that in the examination, I feel will be time consuming. Might be you should have given that question a skip, okay. So other than that, then there were some questions on comparison of marks scored by few students in an examination. All that was very easy. Definitely you should have attempted them, mark scoring. So one question which definitely I feel you should have skipped in this paper was that question on gender, the date and the name of the student. That was definitely time consuming. Anyway, we will try out that set here today because it is a little time consuming one. We'll try it out, but in the from the examination point of view, I feel you should have skipped that question. So other than that, as I said, the next time consuming one was this, where they had given Mumbai, Goa, Punjab and name of persons and their age. It was not as time consuming as the previous one, but yes, compared to the other questions, this was also a little time consuming. But otherwise, most of the other puzzles were easy, okay. Now, so let us start solving the questions. Let us look at the first question for the session. There are 7 people, A, B, C, D, E, F and G in 3 generations of a family. All of them are government servants and working as IAS, IPS, doctor, engineer, teacher, colonel, manager. There are only 3 female and only 2 married couple. Then the following information is given. So here you have to obviously find out the family tree and then answer the questions that follow. So try it now, take the next 2-3 minutes, try to get the family tree and let me know if you are done. I'll start solving it. So what is given here? 3 generations are there, okay, that is one thing that we need to keep in mind, and there are only 2 married couple and 3 female in the family. Now A, who is the mother of B, is the 3rd oldest in the family. So A is the mother of B. So A is a female and mother of B. D is not the, so A is the mother of B. D is not the youngest member of the family. Only one person is older than C, who is the mother of E and doctor. So there is a person C. Okay, now I don't know, I'm just going to write C here. I don't know where that, which generation that person will come. They are saying that there is only one person who is older than C. C is the mother of E and the doctor. Okay, so C is the mother of E and doctor, and there is only one person in this family who is elder than C. So mostly C has to be in the first generation, but because there is only one person elder than C, obviously since this person has two children, might be this person also has a husband here. Anyway, we will wait for all that, but this is what we know right now. Okay, there is a person C, a lady who has two children, E and doctor. Now next here, look at this last line that is given here. G is the sister of the colonel and daughter of C. So I know that C has two children, E and the doctor, and they are saying G is the sister of the colonel and the daughter of C. What does that mean? The doctor here is G and the colonel is going to be E. Okay, so this one is a female and this is the colonel. So C has two children, that is E and G, where G is a female and E is the colonel. Now I don't know if E is a male or a female. Let's wait for that again. So I have used this sentence as well. Then what else is given? See, B is the child of the colonel who is the son of teacher. So B is the child of colonel. See, I already know that B is the child of A. This was the first information that we had, but they are also saying that B is the child of E. So what does that mean? That means that A and E are married, correct? So A and E are, this is one couple and their child is B. So now I am able to place A and B here. Okay, so this also we have got. Now what else are they saying? B is the child of the colonel who is the son of the teacher. Now next sentence they are saying that F is an IAS officer married to the teacher. So obviously F has to be here and C has to be the teacher and F has to be the IAS officer and he is a male member. Okay, so this is what we have. So these two are in the first generation, these three are in the second generation and B is going to be in the third generation. Then next what is given? The colonel is younger than the manager but older than the doctor. Okay, the colonel is younger than the manager. So obviously who has to be the manager? The manager has to be A. Correct? The colonel is younger than the manager but older than the doctor. See, one thing we might get confused here is that generally husband is elder than wife, right? But here in this case, wife is elder than the husband, but that's okay. That's what they have given. Okay, that is only, this is one area where we generally take husband to be elder than wife, but here according to this question, manager is elder than the colonel. Then what else is given? IPS is an elder brother of the engineer who is the son of the manager. See, also they have given one more information. D is not the youngest member in the family. So what does this mean? See, this manager has two children, correct? See, IPS is the elder brother of the engineer who is the son of the manager. So this manager has one son who is an engineer and another son who is a IPS. Okay, so the other son, one son I know is B, so obviously the other son has to be D. So these are going to be the two sons of A. Now what is given? See, I know for sure that D is not the youngest member, right? They have given here clearly that D is not the youngest member of the family. So who should D be? Here it is given IPS is the elder brother of the engineer. So obviously D cannot be the engineer, right? If D is the engineer, then he becomes the youngest member in the family, which is not possible. So obviously D has to be the IPS and B has to be the engineer. So this is the final family tree that we get. F and C are married, they have two children E and G. Now A and E are married, they have two children B and D. So now how many boys do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4 male members and 3 female members in the family. All the conditions are satisfied now. Okay, it was a fairly easy question. You could have got this in 2-3 minutes. You could have definitely got this family. You would have got this family tree. Now, let us look at the questions that follow. Which group of people represents the female member of the family? So, who are the female members of the family? A, G and C. So, C, A, G. Option 4 is your answer. What is the relation between an engineer to the third youngest member of the family? So, what is the relation of the engineer to the third youngest member of the family? Who is the third youngest member of the family? Yes, see, one more thing we have to find out here is the way in which their age is, right? So, you have to now find out who is the third youngest member in the family is. So, now I have to arrange these people according to their age, okay? So, who is the oldest one in this family? F, right? They had given somewhere that F is older than C. Only one person is older than C. That means F is older than C. And it is also given A is the third eldest person in the family. So, the person who is third will be A. Followed by, next, they have given here that colonel is younger than manager but older than doctor. So, colonel is younger than manager. So, colonel is younger than A but older than G. So, next will be E, then you will have G and then D and then B. Because I know D is not the youngest one, so obviously B has to be the youngest one. So, this is the arrangement of these people according to their ages, okay? F is the oldest and B is the youngest. Now, who is the third youngest member in the family? The third youngest member in the family is G. Now, how is this G related to the engineer? See, this boy, that is engineer or B, right? Here we are talking about B and G. So, G is the aunt of B, or I can say B is the nephew of G, correct? That is G's brother's child, correct? Or that is nephew. If it was a girl, then you say niece. If it is a boy, then you say nephew. So, B is the nephew of G, or I can say G is the aunt of B. So, look at the options here. Nephew, that's your correct answer. What is the relationship between the engineer and the third youngest member of the family? Who is the third youngest member of the family? The doctor is the third youngest member of the family, right? G is the third youngest member of the family. How many persons is elder than the IPS? Who is the IPS here? The IPS here is D. So, how many people are elder than D? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 persons are elder than D. Answer is 5, option 5. Okay. So, see how you start here is, you know that A is the mother of B. That was one thing that we knew, but we didn't know which generation to place them, where to place them. So, the first thing that you have to start with is placing C. It is given here that C has 2 children, okay, E and a doctor. So, that was the first thing that I found out. See, this was the first thing that I found. C has 2 children, E and G. And then, not E and G, Colonel and G. Now, I also know that G is a female. Also, it was given here that C is the mother of E and the doctor. So, that's how I can say that C has 2 children. One is E, the colonel, and G, the doctor. So, this is the first thing that you fix. Then, next thing what they have given here is that B is the child of the colonel. So, what does that mean? That means A and E are married and their child is B. So, this is the next thing that you fix. Okay, and now here again they have given that there is only one person who is elder to C, and they also say that F is an IAS officer who is married to the teacher, and they also say that the colonel is the son of the teacher. So, using all these information you can fix F and C, and then finally you come to D and you can fix B and D as the children of A and E, because they have given here that that is IPS is the elder brother of the engineer who is the son of the manager. Again, if this person is the colonel, this person is the doctor, obviously A has to be the manager, because the manager seems to be elder than the colonel, and third, that is, so obviously it has to be in this generation. So, this is the manager whose children are engineer and IPS, and then you will be able to get the diagram. Okay. Now, next question. Study the following information carefully and answer the questions below. So if you are still trying, might be you can continue trying looking at this slide. So let me start. What is given here? There are 8 people, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R and S, who are sitting in a row facing north. They belong to different states: Punjab, Kerala, Bihar, Delhi, Goa, Mumbai, Kolkata and Gujarat. Age of these 8 people differ from one another. Now they are saying age of R is numerically 15% less than the age of the person from Bihar. R is 1 year older than L, who is from Goa. Okay, see, it's an arrangement, right? Basically people are sitting linearly facing north. So there are 8 people totally. So first I have to fix somebody, right, in the line. So here one information is given. P is sitting 5th to the right of N. So that is what I am going to use first. So if this is N, P is sitting 5th to the right of N. So N, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. So P is sitting 5th to the right of N. So this is the first thing that I am fixing. Then next again something about age is given. Then here, look here, S, who is from Punjab, is sitting 4th to the left of O and 2nd to the left of P. So S is sitting 2nd to the left of P and S is also sitting 4th to the left of O. So which should be O? 1, 2, 3, 4. This has to be O. So if this is O, 4th to the left of O is S and 2nd to the left of P is also S. And I also know that S is from Punjab. Okay. So now how many people are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. So this is how you fix the 8 people. Okay. This is how you fix the 8 people in the row. So I have N in one end and O in the other end. So this is the first step to start solving. If you have done this, then you will be able to solve the question. Okay. See, because a lot of information is given here and there about the ages, finding out these points, and you should know that this is the starting point. Yes, if you reach this part, then I think you can proceed. But if you are not able to identify these 2 sentences, then it's difficult to solve this question. Okay. Now I have fixed this. Next what do I see? What do we use? Let's read. The person from Bihar is 2 years younger than the person from Delhi. Okay, again about age something they are mentioning. Here again about their arrangement something is said. M is sitting 3rd to the right of Q. So if this is Q, this has to be M. M is sitting 3rd to the right of Q. Where can I place them here? So if this is Q, 1, 2, 3, this has to be M, not possible. If this is Q, 1, 2, 3, this has to be M, not possible. So where is the only place where I can place this now? So if this is Q, this has to be M. And I also know that Q is 19 years old. So that also I am writing here. Q is 19 years old. Okay. So we have fixed that as well. Now next what else? Who else is there to fix? We have to fix L and R. See, I know L is from Goa, right? And I also have to fix R. So that has to come in these 2 places. Anyway, let's wait before we fix that. Right now we cannot fix that. Now let us look at the remaining information. Okay. Next, what is given here? The person from Kerala, okay, is sitting 3rd to the right of the person who is from Mumbai and 3rd to the left of the person who is from Kolkata. So if there is a person from Kerala, okay, this person is sitting 3rd to the right of the person. So 3rd to the right means here. 3rd to the right of the person who is from Mumbai and 3rd to the left of the person who is from Kolkata. So this is how it should be. Okay, this is the next thing that I am trying to fix. Okay, so there is a person from Kerala who is sitting 3rd to the right of the person from Mumbai. So if this is Mumbai, there are 2 people, then Kerala. Similarly, if this is Kerala, then there are 2 people and then Kolkata. So where can I place this here? See, if I put Kerala here, right, let us say I put Kerala here, then Mumbai has to be 3rd to the left, not possible, right? So I have to put Kerala only here. This is the only possible place where I can put Kerala. So if this is Kerala, then 1, 2, 3, this can be Mumbai and this will be Kolkata. Correct? If this is Kerala, then this is Mumbai and Kolkata. Is there any other place where I can place Kerala? I can't place Kerala here. Here there is already Punjab. So the only place where I can keep Kerala's here, in that case this will be Mumbai and this will be Kolkata. So that also you have fixed now. Then so next, which are the places that we have to fix? We have to fix Bihar, Delhi, Goa and Gujarat. Okay, so here two places are there, Bihar, Delhi, Goa and Gujarat. Now one thing I can say, right, that is Goa, right? See, L is Goa. I know that for sure. So L has to be either here or here. This is the only place where L can come. So one of this is L and one of this is R. That much you know. And I also know that L is from Goa. Okay. Now next, what are they saying? The person who is from Bihar is 2 years younger than the person who is from Delhi, but 1 year older than the person sitting fourth to the left of him. Okay, so again, where can Bihar come? See, I know one of this is L and one of this is R. Okay, so if this is L, then this is Goa, then this will be R. Now, next thing that we have to place is where to place Bihar. About Bihar, what have they said? The person who is from Bihar is 2 years younger than the person who is from Delhi, but 1 year older than the person who is sitting fourth to the left of him. So, can I place Bihar here? No, because there is no person who is fourth to the left of the person who comes here. So, this cannot be Bihar. So, this is not Bihar. So, Bihar either has to be here or here. So, either this is Bihar or this is Bihar. So, actually at this point you have two possibilities. Either this is Bihar or this is Bihar. Now, let us try out both the possibilities here. So, the first possibility is this. Here I don't know what will come. Here I have S, M, P and dash O. So, this is Kolkata. So, I am going to take this to be Bihar, okay, in the first case, and this is Kerala, this is Punjab and this is Mumbai, okay, and so if this is Bihar, yeah, we take this as Bihar. Now, the next case is where N, Q, S, M, P, O, this is Kolkata, and I am taking this to be Bihar, okay. Now, if this is Bihar, this is the second case, okay, there are two cases here, case 1 and case 2. So, if this is the case, this is Bihar and what else is given? This is Kerala and this is Punjab, okay. So, let us try out both the cases and see which will come correct. See, the only, and also remember the age of the only person that I know here is Q, okay. So, whatever I have to start with this Q is 19 years, okay, because nowhere else age of, like they have not given the age of any other person. The only age of a person that I know is Q is 19. Based on that only you have to find out the age of the other persons in the group. Now, if let us say if this is Bihar, okay, if this is Bihar, then what happens? Then I know for sure that this is going to be L, okay, this is going to be L and Goa. So, this will be R in this case, okay. Now, next what else do we have? So, this is Kolkata, yes, and this is 19, right. Again, where should Gujarat be? If this is the case, okay. Now, where will Gujarat be? You have Gujarat and Delhi, right. Now, can Q be Gujarat? Okay, this is one case. Now, if this was the case, then what will happen? You have N here, Q, which is Mumbai, 19. Here you have, this is Bihar, we have already taken this as Bihar. Now, next one more information is given here which you shouldn't be missing, that is about Gujarat they have said. Where is that? See, age of both the immediate neighbors of the person who belongs to Gujarat is numerically even. So, if that is the case, right, see, I have to fix Gujarat, either Gujarat can come here or here or here. Correct. Now, since they have said that both the neighbors of Gujarat, right, their ages should be even. So, obviously, both neighbors means Gujarat cannot be in this corner. So, obviously, Gujarat has to be here or here. Again, Gujarat cannot come here because there is already 19 here. One of the neighbors has an odd numbered age. So, Gujarat cannot come here. So, this has to be Gujarat. Okay, so this has to be Gujarat, and who will come here? Obviously it's going to be L and Goa. So if this is L and Goa, this is going to be Delhi. That will be the case. Okay, now next again when you come here, right, so this has to be the correct arrangement, right, because it has satisfied everything, all the conditions have been satisfied. Now if we try out, now if you are going to try out this one, right, let us say you are going to try out this arrangement, where you will go wrong is, see they have given here, we have fixed this to be Bihar, right. Okay, see here it is given age of R is numerically 15% less than age of Bihar. So basically R and Bihar are two different people, correct, and but here I get R is in Bihar. So that is wrong. Anyways, it's going to be wrong. Here you have Bihar. Who is fourth to the left of Bihar? 1, 2, 3, 4. Q is fourth to the left of Bihar, and I know the age of Q. So if I go with the first case, I am able to fix the ages of the other people. So if this is 19, what is Bihar? See, they have said that the person from Bihar is 1 year older than the person sitting fourth to the left of him, or Q. So that means if this is 19, this has to be 20, correct. If Q is 19, Bihar has to be 20. Similarly, they have also given that the person from Bihar is 2 years younger than the person from Delhi. So Bihar is 20 means Delhi will be 22. So this you have got. Next, next who are we supposed to find out? So again, if you look at the names, you have NQLSMP. Here you have Gujarat, right. Now who will come here? R. The only person we are left is R. So again, if you see adjacent to R, you have an even numbered age. So that condition is also satisfied here. So this reinforces that case 1 has to be the correct one. Okay, so let us continue with case 1 itself. So next, what is given? The age of R is 15% less than the age of Bihar. So the age of R is 15% less than the age of Bihar. So if Bihar is 20, what will be the age of R? It will be 85% of 20, or that is nothing but 17. So R is 17 years old. Then next it is given R is 1 year older than L. So if R is 17, what will L be? L will be 16, correct? 1 year older than L. So L will be 16. Then next, what is given? Age of S is numerically 33.33 years more than O and 2 years more than N. So if N is 22, S is 24. So if S is 24, it is given here that age of S is 33.33% numerically more than O. So what is the age of O? That is age of O into 33.3, that is 133.33 by 100, right? That is 24, right? Here it is given age of S is numerically 33.33% more than O, or I can say age of O is 18 years, correct? So age of O is 18. So O is 18, S is 24, and so the final arrangement that you get is this. Let me just write it down here neatly. So you have N, Q, L, S, M, P, R and O. N is 22, Q is 19. See, first what we had was, this is Bihar, right? Let us just first put in the states. Bihar, this is Kolkata, this was Gujarat, Kerala and Punjab, Goa, Mumbai and Delhi. Okay, so when you look at the ages, you know this is 19 and we found out that Bihar is 20 based on information given between Bihar and Q. Then we found out Delhi is 22, and then similarly we also got R and L. They had given this is 17, this is 16, then this is 24, this is 18. So we don't know the age of M, right? No information is given about the age of M. Yes, so this has to be the correct arrangement. In this paper, might be you should have definitely kept this question towards the end, or even skipping the question was fine, because there were a lot of other questions which were far more easier to solve. See, first you fix these, right? Q is fixed, S was fixed, M was fixed, O was also fixed. correct? These things we fixed. Then I think we were left with Bihar, P, R and L. Okay, mainly these three we need to find out who will, P also was fixed actually, P was also fixed. We needed to fix between L and R. See how I fix Goa is, now again first you find out where Gujarat will come. So one information they had given is that Gujarat, between, that is both the neighbors of Gujarat should have even age. So either Gujarat can come here or here, depending on that we can decide where to place L and R, correct? But they had clearly mentioned that the two neighbors of Gujarat should be even. But here Q is 19, so this place cannot be Gujarat. So obviously that has to be Goa. That is how we fix it. Okay, see here it is given age of R is numerically 15% less than age of Bihar. So basically R and Bihar are two different people, correct? And but here I get R is in Bihar. So that is wrong. Anyways it's going to be wrong. So you have, this is going to be your correct answer. See, it's not as difficult actually as it seems, might be because I am explaining it, I would have taken more time, but might be you try out this question once after the session, you would be able to do it much faster. Now let's look at these questions that follow. Who among the following are the immediate neighbors of L? So who are the immediate neighbors of L here? Who are the immediate neighbors of L? Q and S are the immediate neighbors of L. What is the sum of ages of the persons who are sitting on the extreme ends? So what is the sum of ages? 22 and 18. So 22 plus 18, that is 40. Option 5. What is the age of the person who is sitting second to the right of L? What is the age of the person who is sitting second to the right of L? Second to the right of L is M, but can we find out the age of M? No, we cannot find out the age of M because no information is given. So your answer will be can't be determined. What is the age of the person who belongs to Kolkata? So that is O is 18. Option 4 is your answer. Got it? Okay. Now let's move on to the next question. The next question is, okay, we have done already one arrangement and one blood relation puzzle, right? Now we will move on to directions. Next question is on directions. What is given here? J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q and R are 9 pillars. N is 4 meter north of M and 4 meter east of Q. P is 6 meter west of L and 4 meter west of J. O is 2 meter south of J and 4 meter east of K. L is midway between M and N. R is 2 meters to the north of P. So followed by this information, there are 2 questions that they've asked. Let us try this out. So you have north, south, east and west. These are your directions. Now let us try to mark each pillar. Okay, what is given here? N is 4 meters to the north of M and 4 meters to the east of Q. So how will you do it? 4 meters to the north of M and 4 meters to the east of Q. So N is 4 meters to the east of Q. Next, they are saying P is 6 meters to the west of L and 4 meters to the west of J. So now this is one information that I have. The second information that I have, I am going to draw it separately here. These 2 diagrams are not connected yet. So what is given here? P is 6 meters to the west of L. So P is 6 meters to the west of L and 4 meters to the west of J. Okay. So J is going to be between P and L. So this is going to be 4, this is going to be 2, right? See, it is given P is 6 meters to the west of L and 4 meters to the west of J. Now O is 2 meters to the south of J, right? So O is 2 meters to the south of J and 4 meters to the east of K. So O is 4 meters to the east of K. and L is midway between M and N. So L is midway between M and N. See, between these two diagrams, the connecting point is L. See, they have given that L is midway between M and N means if this distance is 4, this is going to be 2 and this is going to be 2. And this full diagram will come here, right? You join it here. So if this is L, after 2 meters, right, it's going to be J. So again, below 2 meters, it's going to be O. And from here, 4 meters, right? Yeah, here 2, then you have here 4, so this will be P, and here again you have 4, so this will be K. So this is the final diagram that you get, right? So drawing the diagram to scale will be important, and then R is 2 meters to the north of P. So this is going to be R. This is our final diagram. Now let's look at the questions that follow. What is the first question say? See, draw it to scale, right? Like in the sense, if you take this distance to be 2, then this has to be 2 and this has to be 4. So if you draw it exactly like that, then you will know like all these 3 will come in a line. These 2 are coming in a line. Similarly, these will come in a line. Okay? You should draw it correctly, then only you will get that. Now, let us look at the first question. What is given? From the pillar K. Where is K? Here. From the pillar K, Shweta walks 6 kilometers towards the east. So 6 kilometers means this is one 4 kilometers, this is one 2 kilometers. So Shweta is walking like this. Okay, she has reached this point and she takes a right. That is from this M. She is taking a right and walking 2 meters. Okay, so 6 meters on this side, 2 meters on this side. Which pillar did she cross? Which pillar did she cross in her way, and how far is it from pillar L? So 6 meters towards the east. Yeah, so actually she is crossing pillar O, correct? She crossed pillar O, and how far is she from pillar L? She is 4 meters from pillar L, right? So obviously, see, even though she is touching pillar M, correct? There is no such option also which says that. So obviously we go with O. She is crossing pillar O and she is 4 meters away from L. So your answer will be option 2. She crosses pillar O and she is 4 meters away from L. Now, second one. How far is Q from R? So where is Q? Q is here, R is here. What is this distance? See, you know this full distance is 6, this is 4. So obviously this has to be 2. So your answer is 2 meters. Option 5, that is 2 meters. Everybody got it? Next question is on data sufficiency. What is given? 6 people, Anuj, Shikar, Ravi, Preetham, Vikas and Gaurav are sitting in a row facing the north. What is the position of Ravi with respect to Anuj? Okay, there are 6 people who are facing the north. So using the 3 given statements, we have to find out the position of Ravi with respect to Anuj. See, if you look at the statements, if you roughly look at the statements itself, you understand that there are totally 6 people, right? Anuj, Shikar, Ravi, Preetham, Vikas and Gaurav. Now in all these 3 statements, they are talking only about Shikar, Anuj and Preetham. Nobody else they are talking about. So there are 3 more people in the group, right? Ravi, Vikas and Gaurav. So definitely we will not be able to place these 3 people. At least even if in the question there were only 4 persons and they were talking about the position of 3 persons, there are chances that the 4th person also you can place based on the given information. But here there are 6 people involved and only about 3 people they are talking, and the people we are looking for, that is Ravi's name, is not even there anywhere. So what will be the answer for this one? The answer obviously is going to be insufficient data. But you can again cross check with the given statements. What does the first statement says? The first statement says Shikar is 3rd to the left of Anuj. So if this is Anuj, this is going to be Shikar. Okay, Shikar is 3rd to the left of Anuj. Preetham is 2nd to the right of Shikar. So this has to be Preetham, and Preetham is on the 3rd position from the right end. So 1, 2, 3. This has to be Preetham. So there is one more person here. Now where will our Ravi come? We don't know, right? Oh, this is what we know. So Ravi can be in any of these 3 places. So obviously the answer is going to be insufficient data. Using all the 3 statements also, you will not be able to find the answer. Next question. Again on data sufficiency. 5 boxes A, B, C, D and E are of different colors: red, white, blue, pink and yellow. What is the color of box D? We need to find the color of box D. Now what does the first statement say? Neither C nor E is of yellow color. Using that I cannot find out the color of D, but the first statement says C and E is not yellow. Now let us look at the second statement. The second statement says either box D or A, right? Any one of these boxes is of red color. Again, using the second statement alone, I cannot say what is the color of box D. Let us look at the third statement. Either one of box B or box A is of yellow color, the other one is of blue color. So again, using the third statement alone, I cannot find the color of box D. What does third statement say? That is B and E, right? One of them will be yellow and one of them will be blue. But if we combine the statement 2 and 3, what do we know? See, I know for sure that A is either yellow or blue. So if A is yellow or blue, then definitely D is going to be red in color. So if we combine statement 2 and 3, correct? If we combine statement 2 and 3, then we can find out the color of box D. So what is the color of box D? It is red. So what will be your answer? Your answer will be option 3. Only 2 and 3 are sufficient. See, if you combine statement 1 and 3, the information that you have is B or A is yellow or blue, and I also know C and D is not yellow. Then what is the color of D? There are a lot of other colors, right? So we cannot say for sure what is the color of D using the fourth option. So the correct answer is option 3. Only statement 2 and 3 are enough to arrive at the answer. Next one. The next question is also on directions. Try this. Point A is 9 kilometers to the south of point D, which is 5 kilometers to the east of point F. Okay, again let's try to represent these points: north, south, east and west. These are our directions. Point A is 9 kilometers to the south of point D. So point A is 9 kilometers to the south of point D, and point D, which is 5 kilometers to the east of point F. So this is F. Point B is 5 kilometers to the south of point H and 9 kilometers to the west of point E. Okay, let us wait to use this sentence here. Here they have said point F is 8 kilometers to the east of point H. So point F is 8 kilometers to the east of point H. Now let us use this. Point B is 5 kilometers to the south. Point B is 5 kilometers to the south of point H and 9 kilometers to the west of point E. So 9 kilometers to the 9 kilometers to the west of point E. Then it is given point F is 8 kilometers to the east of point H, as that we have used. Point C lies to the east of E between A and D. So point C will be somewhere here, right? It will lie between A and D and is to the east of E. So this is what you have, okay? So this length, right? This is also 9. What is this length? This will be 4, okay? Similarly, this length is 5. You know this length is 5, so this has to be 4. Now let us look at the question. What is the distance between E and C? What will be the distance between E and C? We have found out here, it is 4. So option 2 will be your answer. I think there was one more question following this. I think if I remember correctly, the question was what is the position of C with respect to F? So the answer was, I think, southeast. Okay, that was also fairly easy. You just have to draw this diagram correctly. You will get all the subsequent questions correct. All of you got 4 kilometers? Good. Let's look at the next question. Next question is from syllogisms. See, remember in such papers, these syllogism questions or these direction questions are definitely mark scoring questions. Please do not skip these questions by any chance, okay? If you feel the puzzles or the arrangements are complex, just skim through the paper. If you see questions on syllogisms or directions, try them out first. Okay, many times these are mark scoring questions. And then you go back to the puzzles. Then even if you spend some extra time on the puzzles, it's fine. Don't miss out on these easy ones. Because if you see in this paper itself, all these syllogism questions were towards the end. I think they were like in the 30s or the third questions, right? Out of 50 questions, they were 31, 32, etc. So sometimes what we do is we will start with the first puzzle in the paper, we'll get stuck, and because of that, everything will be delayed. Yes, so very easy question. What is given here? What does the statement say? I am just going to draw the basic diagram. Some drinks are juices and all juices are beverages and no beverage is a solid. So this is your basic diagram. Now let us look at the first conclusion. The first conclusion says no juice is solid. Yes, no beverages are solid and juices are already part of beverages. So no juice is solid is true. Next, no drink is solid. See, I know for sure that some drinks which are juices cannot be solid. But the remaining drinks might be there is some intersection between drinks and solids. We don't know. Okay, so the second conclusion is not a definite conclusion. So the second conclusion does not follow. So what is your correct answer here? Only conclusion 1 is true. That is option 1. Everyone got it correctly? Good. Next one. All apartments are houses. No apartment is a motel. What's the answer for this? Let us draw the basic diagram for this given statement. What is given? All apartments are houses. So I have a set apartments, all apartments are houses and no apartment is a motel. Okay, yes. So what does the first conclusion says? Some houses being motels is a possibility. Yes, definitely that's a possibility. See, only thing I know is these two sets are disjoint, right? They are like this motel, you can draw it like this also, right? It will still not violate any rule. Only thing that we need to do is apartment and motel should be disjoint, right? Basic diagram is what I have drawn, but this is a possible case, right, where some houses are motels. That's a possibility. It's not a definite conclusion, but definitely it's a possibility. So the first conclusion follows. Second conclusion, no house is a motel. No, you cannot say that for sure. There can be some intersection or there cannot be. It's not definitely by looking at the basic diagram, you cannot say that no house is a motel. So the second conclusion is not a definite conclusion, so does not follow. So what is your correct answer? Option 4. Only conclusion 1 is true. Yes, option 4 is the correct answer. Next one. So the next question is on 7 students, okay, who are going to pay their fees on different days, that is from 1st to 7th of a given month, and their roll numbers are given. Based on that, you have to assign each person to their respective roll number and the date on which they pay the fees. So try this out. Take the next 3-4 minutes to try it out and let me know once you are done. So this question was if you ask me, I would say this was the most time consuming question in last week's paper because of the number of possibilities that come. Okay, when you start solving it itself, you end up doing 3 to 4 possibilities at least. Okay, only with that you will be able to start it with. Anyway, try it out now and tell me if you are able to solve it. Did any of you get the answer? Yes. Okay, I will start solving. Those of you who are still trying it out, please refer to this slide and continue solving. What is given here? In a private school, first 7 days, that is 1st to 7th of every 3rd month is reserved for fee collection. Students A, B, C, D, E, F and G who are classmates went to deposit their respective fees on different days. 4 of them are girl and 3 are boys. Roll number of these students differ from one another. So, okay. And so which are the days that they are paying the fees? first, second. So if I look at the date, okay, of fee payment, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So these are the days in which they are paying the fees. Now there are 4 girls and 3 boys, and roll number D is 3 times roll number E, but half the roll number of the person who deposits his fees the next day of D. Okay, again I cannot use all those statements directly, right? Now look at this statement. Only one female deposited her fees on an odd numbered day. Her roll number is 10. So totally how many females are there? There are 4 girls, right? 4 females and 3 males, and they are saying only one female is paying the fees on an odd numbered day. So all the other 3 females, right, they should be paying the fees on an even numbered day, correct? So this person who pays the fees on 2nd has to be a girl, the person who pays the fees on 4th has to be a girl, and the person who pays the fees on 6th has to be a girl. The 4th girl is paying the fees on one of the odd days and her roll number is 10. Now next it says G deposited the fees 3 days before C on an even numbered day. E went to deposit the fees 3 days before the female whose roll number is 32. C's roll number is 2/3 of that of F. The male whose roll number is 21 went to deposit the fees on the odd numbered day. B deposited the fees 3 days before A whose roll number is 24. So we need a starting point, correct? Where to start? Let us start with G and C, that will be better I guess. G deposited the fees 3 days before C on an even numbered day. So G is depositing the fees on an even numbered day and 3 days before C. So there are 2 possibilities here, right? See, G can deposit the fees either on 2, 4 or 6 because G is depositing the fees on an even numbered day. So let's keep this as the starting point, okay? Let's not take this as the starting point. Let us try it with this one, okay? G deposited the fees 3 days before C on an even numbered day. So there are 2 possibilities. Either G can be here or G can be here. See, G cannot be here because G is depositing the fees 3 days before C. So this case won't be possible. So now we have 2 cases. One is the case where G is here and the other is the case where G is here. So if G is here, where will C be? This has to be C. Similarly, if the second case is where if G is here, right? If G is here, where will C be? 1, 2, 3. This 5 has to be C, right? So these are the 2 possible cases. So let us start with this, okay? G deposited the fees 3 days before C on an even numbered day. So either G can be 4 or 2. So either C is 7 or 5. Next, what else is given? So if this is the case, now let us try to fix this. B deposited the fees 3 days before A. So let us consider this first case alone, okay? If this is C and this is the G, then which can be A and B? See, either this can be A. So if this is A, where is B? B deposited the fees 3 days before A. So if this is A, 1, 2, 3, this can be B, correct? Now similarly, if this is A, let us take this to be A, which will be B, 1, 2, 3, this can be B, right? Now again, obviously A cannot come anywhere else. So again, in this case 1, this was our case 1 and this was our case 2, correct? So in this first case itself, now you have 2 different possibilities. Is it clear? See, I started with G and C, okay, where G and C will come. I got 2 cases, case 1 and case 2. Now when I try to place A and B, again there can be 2 possibilities. Either A is here or A is here. Accordingly, B will be here or here. So you again place that. Now next, what is given? So let us assume both these cases, okay? So here again this is C, this is G, okay? So this case 1 again is divided into 2 cases, 1 and 2. So we have to try out both. Now next, what do we fix? E went to deposit the fees 3 days before the female whose roll number is 32. So this is a female, right? So her roll number can be 32, but is this E? No. So, which is the female whose roll number has to be 32, so that E went to deposit the fees 3 days before the female whose roll number is 32. Obviously, this has to be, right? Like this has to be the female, sorry. This has to be the female, which is the female? See, either it has to be this. If this was the female whose roll number is 32, then which has to be E? 1, 2, 3, this has to be E. Not possible. So, this can be 32, correct? If this is the female whose roll number is 32, okay, then 1, 2, 3, this can be E. This is possible, correct? So, this is one possibility. Now, if this was the case, again, which will be 32, obviously this has to be 32 and this will be E, okay? Okay, so I am just going to try these two possibilities now. So, E went to deposit the fees 3 days before the female whose roll number is 32. C's roll number is 2/3 of that of F. The male whose roll number is 21 went to deposit the fees on one of the odd numbered days. Then B deposit, okay, that we have already used. A's roll number is 24. So, this is 24. So, A's roll number is 24, we already know that. Now, next what is given here, roll number of D is 3 times the roll number of D, but half of the roll number of the person who deposits the fees the next day of D. So, where can D come? If we look at this arrangement here, okay, see, you have fixed C, you have fixed A, you have fixed G, B. So, obviously this has to be D, okay. No, one more person is there, no. See, I have A, B, C, D and F, right. I have 2 people whom I have to fix D and F. So, one of them have to be here and one of them has to be here, D and F. Similarly, here also D and F, I have to fix them here in one of these 2 places. Now, what is said about the roll number of D? Roll number of D is 3 times the roll number of E, but half the roll number of the person who deposits the fees the next day of D. See, if I put D to be here, what happens? D is after, that is, this is D means this is 32, correct? So, they have mentioned here that roll number of D is 3 times the roll number of E, but half the roll number of the person who deposited the fees the next day after D. So, if this is 32, this has to be 16. But if this is 16, then what happens? It is given here that D has to be a multiple of 3, correct? Roll number of D is 3 times the roll number of E. So, the roll number of D has to be a multiple of 3. It is not happening here. So, obviously D cannot come here. Similarly, if I place, let us say if I place D here, okay, if I place D here, I will again have the same issue, right? If I place D here, what will happen? The roll number of D will again become, no, I can't place D here in this case. So, obviously D cannot come here. So, if you look at the second case, this has to be F and this has to be D, correct? You have E, B, F, G, A, D, C. You have fixed everybody, correct? Now, if you look at the first case, which can be F and which can be D, see, if I place this as D, right? If I place this as D, what will happen? What will be the value of D? D will be 12, right? Because D will be half of what the, like roll number will be half of A, correct? So, D will be 12. Again, this means D is a multiple of 3, and it is also given that the roll number of D is 3 times the roll number of E. So, if D is 12, then what is E? E will be 12 divided by 3, that is 4, correct? Now, we are left with fixing the roll number of, so obviously which has to be F? This has to be F, correct? I'll just clear your doubts once I finish it. Okay, so this is 4, this is 32, 12, 24. So, now again let us come back to this case. So, you have 4 here, 32, 12, 24. So, next what is given? See, I know one of the person's roll number is 10. Okay, one of the females, that is females means either 3 or 7, right? That is going on 3rd or 7th, that is a girl and her roll number is 10. Okay, now they have mentioned here that C's roll number is 2/3 of that of F. So when they say C's roll number is 2/3 of that of F, how do I fix C? C is equal to 2/3 of F. So here again you have to, let us assume, if I say that F is 10, okay, if I say F is 10, what will be C's roll number? 2/3 of 10. Will I get a correct answer? No, I will not, correct? But if I say C is 10, okay, if I say C is 10, what can be the possible value of F? If C is 10, then I can say F is equal to 15, correct? It will work out, right? If C is 10, then F can be 15. So if I put C is 10, then I can say F is equal to 15. So obviously B has to be 21. So this is the other girl in the group, and all of these has to be boys, okay? Boys. So now we have tried out one arrangement, okay? So if we try out this arrangement, this is what we are getting. Let us see if it is satisfying all the conditions. The roll number of D is 3 times the roll number of E. The roll number of D is 3 times the roll number of E, but half the roll number of the person who deposited the fees on next day of D. Yes, that is correct. Only one female deposited the fees on an odd numbered day. Yes, that is correct. G deposited, that and all we have already used, that is all correct. The male whose roll number is 21 goes to deposit the fees on an odd numbered day. Yes, that is also correct. B deposited the fees 3 days before A, whose roll number is 24. Yes, that is also correct. So this case seems to satisfy all the conditions, okay? Now see, the thing with this question is that the number of possibilities is high. If you see here, we have not even tried this case yet. In this case itself, we already have 2 possibilities, out of which one I tried out and this turned out to be correct. Again, we have to check why this is going wrong, right? Here first we assumed this is C, okay? Again, if this is C, 1, 2, 3, this is G, correct? Now again we have to place A and B. Now what did they say about A and B? They said that B deposited the fees 3 days before A, whose roll number is 24. So if one case was I put A here, the other case is putting A here. If A is here, 1, 2, 3, this is going to be B, correct? So if A is here, 1, 2, 3, this is B, and then A is 24, that is already given. Next, E went to deposit the fees 3 days before a female whose roll number is 32. So E goes 3 days before a female whose roll number is 32. So again we end up with 2 possibilities here, right? So now this is a female, right? So E goes to deposit, E went to deposit the fees 3 days before a female whose roll number is 32. So this is a female, right? So this can be 32 if this is the case, okay? 1, 2, 3. So E will be here, or this can be 32. Again we are getting 2 cases there, correct? So this again doesn't end with one case, you again end up getting 2 cases. So we are not even moving there with that G and C, right? That is G is here and C is here. That was actually our, when we started, that was our case 2. So at this step also you are ending up getting 2 cases, that is this can be 32, right? And then you can show again 2 more cases you have to find out. E went to deposit the fees 3 days. Okay, so E, so this is one case, right? This is 32 and this is E. The other case is this is 32 and this is E. So again you have to check these 2 cases. See, in the examination it does not make any sense to try out this question because you will not be able to solve it on time. Might be this whole most of the time you will end up solving this question because of the number of cases that come, right? See, the case 1 itself has 3 cases. Similarly, the case 2 will also have so many cases. But luckily we tried, this one we tried which turned out to be correct, okay? So if you try with any other case, then it's going to keep on, the number of cases is going to keep on increasing. See, if you actually try out, yeah, it's a very difficult, it's a very time consuming question. If you actually try out these all possible cases, no, in lot of these cases what will happen is you will get the roll number of D as 32. Might be if you have enough time, just try it out. In many cases you will get the roll number of D as 32, or like here in one of the cases we got the roll number of D as 16, right? But they have given clearly that roll number of D should be a multiple of 3. So when you see that, you will know that okay, I cannot, this will not be the correct answer. Okay, that is one thing. But again, I think there are totally around 8 cases that come. Try it out when you have lot of time in your hand, but in the examination just skip these questions, don't even give a second thought. Okay, shall we move on? Do you need any further explanation in this question? So this would be the final arrangement that you get. So I'll just write it down on the next page here. So now you can solve the questions also that follow. So you have dates 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl, girl, and 4, 15, 21, 32, 12, 24, 10. Half of the roll number of the person who deposited the fees, the next of D means, see here actually we would have found out, okay, when we found out the arrangement you already have A is 24. So D's roll number is half of this, half of 24, that is 12. Now what is the first question? What is the roll number of F? What is the roll number of F? Roll number of F is 15. What is the roll number of, sum of roll number of F and C? 15 plus 10, that is 25. What is the sum of the roll numbers of all the boys? So boys will be 4 plus 21, that is 25 plus 12, that is 37. Who deposited his or her fees on the 3rd day of the month? B deposited the fees on the 3rd day of the month. Who went to deposit his or her fees on the next day of G? After G, who goes? D goes. Yes, so that was the questions that followed. Next one. Now the next question, this was a very easy question. Definitely you should have tried it in the examination and you should have got it correct. What is given here? There are 6 students, Ankita, Rudra, Drona, Raksha, Sadhana and Om of Shiksha University. Each of them got different marks. Okay, so they have cumulative performance index or CPI. Now what is given here? Ankita got higher CPI than Om. So Ankita got higher CPI than Om. Raksha got higher CPI only than 4 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, totally there are 6 students, right? So which will be Raksha? This will be Raksha. So Raksha is greater than, Raksha scored greater than 4 people. Okay, so there is one more person before Raksha, that's all. Raksha got higher CPI only than 4 of them. Rudra got less CPI than Sadhana, or I can say Sadhana got higher CPI than Rudra. Drona got the lowest CPI, so Drona is here, and then Om is the 3rd ranker of that university, so Om is here, and I know Ankita got greater than Om, so where should Ankita be? Ankita should be here. Now I know Sadhana got greater than Rudra, I have to fix them here, so that is my arrangement, that is my that is the rank. Okay, 1st rank, 2nd rank, 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th, and I know Om got 8.67 as CPI. Now what is the first question? Who is the highest ranker in the university? Ankita is the highest ranker in the university. Which of the following may be possible CPI for Rudra? See, Om is 8.67, so Rudra has to be less than 8.67 for sure. So among the options, the only option which is less than 8.67 is 8.6. So correct answer will be option 4. Yes, Rudra should be less than 8.67. Correct, among the options only 8.6 is lesser than that. This was very easy. Next one. So this is the last question for the session, and this is again on blood relations. So try this out and then I'll start solving it. See, all the other questions in this paper, definitely you could have got the answer on time, except for that question where there were too many possibilities. So here they are talking about 10 people in a family who are part of 4 generations, and person's name is given, the month in which they are born is given, and the relationship is also given. What is given here? A is born in January and is the mother of 3 children. So A is born in January, okay, and A is a female because she is the mother of 3 children, 2 of which are born in February. So 2 of these children are born in February. Now the last sentence says F is A's husband. So F and A are married. So F is a male member. Then G is born in October and is the son of A's husband who is born in September. So G is born in October. See, we know F and A have 3 children, 2 of them are born in February, and it is given G is born in October and is the son of A's husband. So the third child is G. Okay, now G is born in October and this person is a son, so male member, and G is born in October is the son of A's husband who is born in September. That means F is born in September. Okay, so I have F, A, and so they have one son who is G who is born in October and 2 children, other children who are born in February. Then next again it is given J who is married to B and D are sisters of daughter. Are sisters and daughters of F. So F and A have one son and 2 daughters. Now who are the 2 daughters of F and A? J is married to B. Okay, so J and D, right? J and D are sisters and daughters of F, and J is married to B. This statement you should write it correctly, like you should form the write it in the diagram correctly. See, who are the 2 children of F? J and D. So J and D are the 2 children and J is married to B. So B is the male member, J and B are married, and so basically G, J and D, these are the siblings. Okay, these are the siblings. J and B are married and B is the male, J is female. Okay, so that is what is given here. J who is married to B and D are sisters and daughters of F. Next what is given? C is the son of J's brother. So who is J's brother? J's brother is G, correct? See, J and D are sisters and their only brother is G. It is given that C is the son of J's brother, that is C is the son of G and has a daughter. So this person has a daughter whose husband, okay, the husband is born in March. Okay, so I have used this statement also. Now next statement says E is the wife of H who is the son of I and is born in the same month as A. So totally there are 10 people in the family and 4 generations. So this is your first generation, this is your second generation, this is your third generation, and this is your fourth generation. So here now where can I place this first line? E is the wife of H who is the son of I. So the only other female that we are looking for is E. So obviously this daughter of C has to be E, and E is the wife of H. Now this H is the son of I. Okay, now again gender of I we don't know, and this H is born in the E is the wife of H who is the son of I and is born in the same month as A. Okay, so who is born in the same month as A? E. E is the wife of H who is the son of I and is born in the same month as A. So E is born in the same month as A, or I can say E is born in January. Correct? So this is the final arrangement that you get. F is born in September, A is born in January. They have 3 children, G, J and D. Here G is born in October, he is a male member, and J and D are born in February, both of them are females, and J and B are married. Okay, let me just remove these lines. Now J and B are married, and then see these two have no relation. Let's draw it like this. I. Okay. Now this G has one son, C. Okay. Now this son, I don't know which month he is born in. He has a daughter, E, who is married to H, and H is the child of I. Again, we don't know the gender of I, but this is our final blood relations diagram. Okay. Now let us look at the questions that follow. How is B related to C? How is B related to C? B related to C. So B is C's uncle, correct? That is C's father's sister's husband, correct? Or C's uncle. So B is C's uncle. In which month is I born? We can't say in which month I is born. Next one, how many married couples are there in the family? How many married couples are there? This is one married couple, this is one, and this is one. There are 3 married couples in the family. Option 2, that is 3 is your right answer. So all of you got the answers correctly. Good. This set was an easy one. You could have definitely got this correct in the exam. So with that, we are coming to an end of the questions in last week's paper. I have not taken, I think only 1 or 2 puzzles I have not taken for the session. The remaining questions we have solved in the class. So whichever I have not taken, they are very easy and very straightforward ones. Just by reading the lines, might be not in order, but just by reading the given lines you will be able to arrive at the answer. So try out those ones which I have not taken here in today's session. If you have any doubts, do get back to me on that. Any other clarifications that you need in this paper? There is only 1 week for your mains examination, so do practice some advanced level puzzles and assignments questions in the reasoning ability section. So if you see, we have also changed the structure of the puzzles topic in our portal. You will be able to see now puzzles are segregated based on the types, like floor puzzles and relations based puzzle. So try out those questions. Like if you feel that you are not good in any one of those types, try out more questions of that type. That will definitely help you, okay, crack the reasoning ability section. Very, very important thing in reasoning, choose the questions wisely. There will be 1 or 2 puzzles which are very time consuming. Skip those questions or keep them towards the end. Try out the easy ones first and then move on to the difficult ones. That is the strategy that you should be following for reasoning ability. Okay? Yes. So great. That's it from us for now, and I will see you in the next session. And this is Gayatri signing off. Till then, take care. Good night. Bye-bye.